It's time for the British Classics event here at Donington Park. I'm Lewis McGlade, and with an iconic track, iconic cars, who better to have than the iconic Mr. David Christie. At the moment, though, Whitehead tops the session by half a second. Still plenty of time for anyone to put in a decent lap time. It's a McLaren 1, 2, 3, 4. We're currently looking at René Sievert, who's just out of the final corner, looking for a decent time to get onto the front row at the moment. Does indeed do so, but 0.3 down on Whitehead. Could that be an impressive lap time at this early stage, or are we looking for that one to get beaten? So I think that's a step faster than where he was. We're getting a bit of a half a second improvement though from René Sievert. Let's see what he does towards the line, front row of the grid.
Yep, last gasp effort there from Whitehead, and what a cracking lap that was. So there you go. That is our starting lineup for the race ahead.
Yeah, the Lucas Müller, who's currently on pole position, with Luke Whitehead in behind, René Sievert and Szymanski with Fusi behind that. About to start the race then, 90 minutes ahead of us here at Snetterton in the sim grid. British Classics, and what a sight it is. Coming through the final corner and departing the circuit was Marcel Fusi in the number 94. He'll be able to get back in line. The shot as we run into Redgate, the sun rising behind us, an hour and 30 minutes on the clock, and 2 pit stops ahead. We are underway here at Donington. Lucas Müller is going to be leading the way from Whitehead, who's got a little bit of a dive from Sievert on the inside. You see Fusi there in the mid-pack as well in that white and red car, trying to work his way up and finding any way through. Egor O as well in the background. Oh, it's Egor O who's got the run. It's that in the number 41. That is Egor, and then firing off into the background. Saw that just coming down the crane of curves and comes straight off and into the wall. Egor O though with an aggressive move running into the old hairpin. That might have been a little bit too much on the inside of the number 5 of Sievert.
Hear that is the sonic boom of YouTube chat going wild for Egor O, getting himself up there into that third place. That boy does not hang about. This is exactly what I said. It's all or nothing from Egor. You either get him going full gas into the first 15 minutes of it, where all hell breaks loose, or you just never see him at all. As we see tyre barrier going absolutely flying through the Fogarty S's here, and we've got a proper 3-car melee going off at the Fogartys.
Yeah, and right now, Marcel Fusi is just sort of like, if I'm in this battle, there is quite a large chance that I could be involved in the crash. Maybe seeing what was happening between Egor O and Sievert, thinking, look, I'm just going to get out of this. I don't want to be a part of Unicorns of Love, as René Sievert is driving for. I'm just going to get out of it. I'm going to get into some clean air, and I'm going to hammer in some lap times as best I can and try and work my way up the order later on. Because in clean air, you can set those times. When you're battling as hard as you can for these kind of positions, it's hard to set those kind of good times.
But we're going to go to battle. This is for third place just now. Egor O having to defend there from Sievert. Something rotten. René Sievert really putting him under pressure. And I think it's going to be a matter of time before Egor O cracks.
Yeah, he's under an awful lot of pressure. Hasn't had the pace to close down to Whitehead, and maybe Sievert thinks he does. Looks a little bit wide around the Melbourne hairpin, but now he's going to be getting close, coming into Goddard's, into the final corner. Backs out of it though, maybe eyeing up a move into Redgate. Egor O. Oh, he hooks up the apex a little bit, but maybe just losing a touch of time. But it's going to be enough for him to defend into Redgate. He doesn't even have to worry about it. That might have been the only opportunity for Sievert, because he looks much better through the penultimate hairpin at the Melbourne Loop. I worry if that was like his prime opportunity to go through. Hearing as well that Humphrey has spun and is now dropping down the order, and also for good measure has come into the pit lane to serve his first stop of the afternoon.
Wondered what's happening with there. It could have been contact from another car there. We saw him battling. I think that was Sheldon Muscat that he was involved in the battle, or was that you said?
No, it was Sheldon.
Yeah. So again, we'll wait and see. We'll see if we can get a replay from Mike Yao. The other thing about René Sievert and Egor O, Lewis, is of course these two aren't really, it's not like Egor O is slowing down massively. It's not like Sievert is getting faster massively. These two have been nose to tail since the start.
Position at that point. So McCofferman had already been dropped down the order. Obviously, potentially another incident, because I swear it was a little bit higher than that. Either way, I'm losing my mind, because here we are seeing the battle for third position as René Sievert, getting chopped up a little bit there by Egor O. When we cut back to it, they were trading door paddles there, and they're looking pretty aggressive at the early stages of this race. There's still an hour and 15 minutes to go, and they're fighting as if it is the final lap.
I'll tell you what, René Sievert is a very brave boy, because I wouldn't like to be in that position going door to door with Egor O, because he has got a very, very mean temper to him. And Sievert tries to fire up the inside. It's oh wow, that was an amazing move there at McLean's, but not happening. Sievert all over the back, and Ogrodnikov is under so much pressure right now. But that was a sign of intent at Goddard's. That was a sign that Egor O will not be handing this place over, and that Sievert is going to have to literally wrestle that final podium position from him.
And it does seem that it's around this area of the circuit that Sievert's looking pretty good. Melbourne hairpin, a little bit of distance between the two. Sievert not losing any confidence, but is desperate to get by Ogrodnikov.
Oh, this is a little bit nail-biting, shall we say. Sievert really not letting this one go whatsoever. Just watching.
Taking too much time. Who's that who's been off the road? Oh, I think it was a car going a lap down. But that is the perfect opportunity, as Kempel was the car in the background that's stuck. Perfect opportunity for Sievert to try and get by Ogrodnikov. They were so close heading into Redgate. Now going around the outside, the number 5 of Sievert. Not enough. The 41 of Ogrodnikov hangs on. A little bit of contact between the two of them as they depart the corner. Guisa behind is hanging on for Malinovsky. This race is absolutely on it. Malinovsky
only 15 minutes into the race, but it's the slower technical sections where Sievert is making all this. Down here at the Melbourne hairpin, look at the exit that he gets out, and then into Goddard as well. That's where he makes his money right now.
Yeah, well, 8th, although they both run wide. They have been. Oh, René Sievert, this is his perfect opportunity at McLean's. He's going to get through, go for the undercut. There's the contact between Egor O. Coming through the middle, though, Danny Guisa, wow, goes up into third position, and Malinovsky through with him as well. Contact between the two of these. Side by side. There we go. We've got René Sievert still on the back of the number 14. No way through. Over does Redgate a little bit there, I think. Every time he's going through the crane of curves behind the number 14, he's just losing a bit more grip on the front end. Cormac Ryan Meenan and Lucas Muller come into the pit lane to serve their first of 2 this afternoon. Going through the old hairpin, Grease is going to run a little bit wide. They're both running wide. René Sievert, if you're going to run wide the car ahead, you must make sure that you're not doing it, because you can then take an advantage from it. 5-second time penalty to Egor O. David, everything is happening constantly. We're half an hour into this race and stuff still keeps happening.
I want you to do well, but you just know in your heart that it's not really going to do as well as you want it to. And in goes to the pits, Guisa.
That one's looking a bit almost moderately settled as we go a little bit side by side. Right side of your screen, you've got Szymanski. Oh, that was a little bit of a moment from Humphrey, and Cantaneo didn't need a second invitation as he fires his way through. Although, whoa, Szymanski runs wide, getting right out of the road was Chris Kempel, seeing that battle come through. And Malcolm behind, and it is a podium for them regardless. Sievert departs the final corner to grab 4th. Tauscher should be grabbing 5th after starting in 10th, drops down to 12th position.